with a curling iron, and suddenly the teapot next to her started moving. Then it spit out $200. She couldn't believe it, so she deliberately burned herself again. The teapot shook once more and, to her surprise, spit out a few more bills. This time, it was $700. She froze in place, unable to believe what she was seeing. Then she turned around and kicked the corner of the table as hard as she could, screaming from the pain. But when she looked back at the teapot, she immediately smiled because she had made another $400. Then the woman looked over at the closet and punched it hard. The next second, cash shot straight out of the teapot. When her boyfriend came home, the room was a total mess. He thought their house had been robbed. Instead, his girlfriend handed him the teapot and slapped him across the face. The boyfriend was stunned by the sudden hit. Then he listened as she explained that whenever the body feels pain, the teapot magically creates money out of thin air. The man didn't believe that nonsense at all. He thought she had hidden the money inside the teapot ahead of time. Since he didn't believe her, the woman decided to prove it again. She raised her knee and slammed it straight into his weak spot. The man was in so much pain he could barely stand, but a huge pile of cash flew out of the teapot. After several experiments, the couple finally realized that the stronger the physical pain, the more money the teapot would produce. The woman excitedly said that they were finally going to be rich, but her boyfriend felt uneasy. After talking it over, the two decided they would stop as soon as they made $1 million. They placed the teapot on the stove, and as their palms slowly moved closer to the flame, bills started floating out of it. But before long, neither of them could take the pain anymore. So the woman stuffed the teapot into her bag and went to a beauty salon to get her leg hair removed. As long as she was cruel enough to herself, the money kept pouring in. The man had his own method too. He went to the dentist and told the doctor not to use any anesthesia. As soon as the dentist started the small drill, heartbreaking screams immediately came from the room. After that, the two went to a tattoo shop together, trying almost every method they could think of to cause physical pain. Just like that, they easily made $200,000. They hid the money in the toilet, then started shopping like crazy. The man ordered a convertible sports car, and the woman put on expensive jewelry. This young couple, who couldn't even afford rent before, suddenly bought a luxury mansion and became the kind of people everyone envied. It turned out that this magical brass teapot was actually stolen by the woman from an antique shop. To figure out where it came from, the man took her to an expert for an appraisal. After examining it, the experts concluded that the teapot was probably around 2,000 years old, but they still couldn't say exactly where it came from. So the two went to the library to look for information. They discovered that records of this kind of teapot had existed as far back as the Middle Ages, but anyone who got their hands on it never ended well. But the two of them ignored those rumors. Instead, they threw a party in their mansion. Just then, a visitor suddenly showed up. He said he had seen the teapot on an antique appraisal show and wanted to talk to them about it. To avoid trouble, the man lied and said they had donated the teapot to a museum a long time ago. Then he sent the visitor away.
You are in grave danger. You must listen to me before it is too late.
Leave us alone and get off of our property!
The woman slammed the door shut, paying no heed to the man's words. Late that night, the couple suddenly heard a noise outside their room. They carefully cracked the door open and were shocked to find that two thieves had broken into their house.